How's it going, everybody? It's your boy C1 LaDon with fantasy basketball news and more. So tonight on DraftKings, we got a 10-game slate. Oh boy, last night if y'all listened to my picks, you won some money, boy, because I know I won me some good money last night on DraftKings last night. Yes, indeedy. Get this camera straight. Hold on, fellas. I won some good money last night. There we go. Move back that way. Cool. So we got a 10-game slate. Let's dive in. First game we got is the Memphis Grizzlies at the Detroit Pistons. So let's go for their core plays. Hold up. Let me pull this up on my computer. Hold on 1 second. So for Memphis, the top 3 core players I like for those guys would be their rookie point guard sensation, Ja Morant. He's 7,000, and the Pistons has no one to guard that guy, nobody. The next person I like is their center, Jonas Valanciunas, 7,200. It's a good play. And last but not least, I will go with Dillon Brooks, the shooting guard, at 5,700. And for the honorable mention, I will go with Jaren Jackson Jr., power forward center eligible, 6,600. Those would be my top 3 picks and honorable mention for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now for the Detroit Pistons, they have them listed as questionable, but you gotta go with Andre Drummond. You just got to. He's their best player. Center 9,500. He's kind of high. I probably see better value at center, but if you want to go with a Pistons center, Andre Drummond. And then I will go with their 2 point guards. Point guard shooting guard eligible, Derrick Rose, 7,600. And then I'll go with Reggie Jackson, cheap play at 4,500. He came back the last game. He came back. He got busy. And then for the honorable mention, I would have to go with Markieff Morris, power forward center eligible, 4,800. Those are my top picks and honorable mention for the Detroit Pistons. The next game up, Boston Celtics at Orlando Magic. So my top 3 core players for the Celtics, which the Celtics, man, that's a good team altogether. That's a good team. I would have to go with Jaylen Brown, shooting guard, small forward, 6,600. Kemba Walker, point guard, 7,500. And then I'll go with I would go with Gordon Hayward, small forward, power forward, at 6,800. And the honorable mention, Marcus Smart, point guard, shooting guard, 5,900. Those are my top picks for the Boston Celtics. Now let's go to the Magic side of things. And now for the Orlando Magic, you gotta go with Vucevic, Nikola Vucevic, center, 8,400. Then I'll go with Markelle Fultz, point guard, shooting guard, $6,000. And then I'll go with Aaron Gordon, small forward, power forward, $5,900. And the honorable mention, I will go with Evan Fournier, shooting guard, small forward, eligible, $5,600. Those are my top 3 picks and honorable mention for the Orlando Magic. Next game up, the Toronto Raptors at the New York Knicks. The last one I told you about the Raptors, they had good value, and 2 of the 3 they did what they supposed to. So with this one here, so for this game against the Knicks, I'll go with Fred VanVleet, 7,700, point guard, shooting guard eligible. Then I go with Pascal Siakam, power forward, center, 7,700. And then I'll go with Serge Ibaka, center, 5,300. In the honorable mention, then I go with Kyle Lowry, even though he's a best player when everyone's out. When everyone's playing, he defer a lot. So he has to be honorable mention. He's point guard, 7,000. For the New York Knicks, I will go with power forward, center eligible, 8,000, Julius Randle. It's a good play for Julius Randle. Then I'll go with Eford Payton, a point guard, at 5,500. And then after that, I'll go with Marcus Morris, small forward, power forward, 6,000. And for the honorable mention, Taj Gibson, center, 3,200. Those are the top 3 picks and honorable mention for the New York Knicks. Up next, got the Sacramento Kings at Chicago Bulls. This is going to be a pretty good game. So, the top picks for here, you got a value center play, which I'm going to use him. Dwayne Dedman, center, 4,600. Then Buddy Hield, shooting guard, small forward, 6,900. And then I would go with De'Aaron Fox, point guard, 8,100. And the honorable mention, I would go with Bogdanovich, shooting guard, small forward, 5,200. Those are picks for the Kings. Next up, the Bulls. So for the Bulls, you gotta go with Zach LaVine, shooting guard, 8,800. Then after that, you gotta go with Lauri Markkanen, power forward, center, 5,800. Next up, I'll go with Chris Dunn, point guard, small forward, 5,500. In the honorable mention, I will use Kobe White, point guard, shooting guard, 4,200. Those are the top pick for the Bulls. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Miami Heat. Here, he's high. So if you can fit him in your lineup, you might as well do it. Kawhi Leonard, top 3 player in the game. Small forward, $10,300. Then next up, you go with Montrezl Harrell, the big man. The center, 7,200. Then Lou Williams, point guard, shooting guard, 7,400. Honorable mention, the Ivic Zubac, 4,300. Top 4 plays for the Clippers. For the Miami Heat, their top plays will be Jimmy Butler. If he plays, he's questionable right now, so check before tip-off if he's going to play or not. But if he plays, Jimmy Butler, shooting guard, small forward, eligible, 8,400. Then the center, Bam. I'm just calling Bam his last name. I don't want to butcher it. So Bam, the center, 8,200. Then you will go with Derrick Jones Jr., small forward, power forward, 3,800. Bam. And then honorable mention, it's a toss-up, but they both of them are questionable. So check before lock, before tip-off time. Got Kendrick Nunn, point guard, shooting guard, 5,900, and Goran Dragic, point guard, 6,000. Those are top plays for the Miami Heat. Next up, we got the Houston Rockets at Minnesota Timberwolves. The top plays I go with for this team, the usual 3. Russell Westbrook, 10,400, point guard. Clint Capella, center, 7,600. And James dribble Harden, 11,100, point guard, shooting guard, eligible. And then for that 4th pick, honorable mention, PJ Tucker, power forward, center, eligible, 4,300. Those are top plays for the Houston Rockets. Now for the Wolves, I'll go with Jarrett Culver, point guard, shooting guard, 4,700. That's good value. I'll go with Karl Anthony Towns, the big fella, center, 10,200. And then I'll go with Robert Covington, small forward, power forward, 5,800. And then for the honorable mention, I'll go with Andrew Wiggins, shooting guard, small forward, 7,000. Now, next up, got the Denver Nuggets and New Orleans Pelicans. On the Denver side of things, you would want to go with against these boys, I would have to have Will Barton, point guard, small forward, 7,300. You know, the Joker, Nikola Jokic, center, 9,700. And then I would go with Jeremiah Grant, power forward, center, 6,000. For honorable mention, I'll go with the point guard Monte Morris, 5,000. Cheap play, fellas, cheap play. Okay, now for the Pelicans, you would want to go with Zion Williams, but you know this is his 2nd game of the season, and they're gonna ease him in because you know he's their franchise player, top pick in the draft. So, who would you go for these guys? Brandon Ingram, their best player, small forward, power forward, 8,300. Jrue Holiday, point guard, shooting guard, 7,400. And then Lonzo Ball, point guard, 7,100. And the honorable mention, you gotta go with Derek Favors, center, 5,900. 3 games left, fellas. 3 more games. So now, up next is the Atlanta Hawks at Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma. I used to live in Oklahoma a long time ago. So here, who would you go for these teams here? Trae Young, of course, their best player, 9,400 point guard. Then you would go with John Collins, power forward center, eligible 8,400. And then I'll go with Kevin Herter, shooting guard, 5,900. Now for the honorable mention play, you go with DeAndre Hunter, small forward, power forward, 4,400. Those are the top picks for the Atlanta Hawks. Now for OKC Thunder, that three-guarded monster, man. Those 3-point guards, you gotta use them. Chris Paul, the leader ahead of that three-headed monster, the leader. Point guard, 7,400. Dennis Schroeder, point guard, shooting guard, 6,500. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, point guard, shooting guard, 700. In the honorable mention, Gallinari, small forward, power forward, 6,800. Top picks for the OKC Thunder. Now, second to last game, we got Phoenix Suns at San Antonio Spurs. They played a few nights ago, and it probably played out the same way it did last time. So, you gotta go with Devin Booker, point guard, shooting guard. He's 8,700. Then you go with DeAndre Ayton, power forward center, eligible, 8,500. And then I will go with Kelly Oubre Jr., small forward, power forward, 6,900. And the honorable mention would be Rick Rubio, point guard, 7,300. Now for the Spurs, we go with LaMarcus Aldridge because he had that monster game. Seemed like he broke out of his funk. Ride with him. Power forward center, 7,500. And then you go with DeMar DeRozan, shooting guard, small forward, 7,900. And then DeJuan Murray, point guard, 5,100. Honorable mention would be Patty Mills, point guard, shooting guard, 3,500. Now the last game up, Indiana Pacers at the Golden State Warriors. So the Indiana Pacers, I'm going to go with TJ Warner, small forward, power forward, 6,000. Center, Miles Turner, 4,900. And then I'm going to go with power forward, center eligible, Sabonis at 8,600. The honorable mention, I'll go with, is Malcolm Brogdon playing today? Oh, is he out? He's out, huh? Okay. Since he's out, I got two honorable mentions there. TJ McCollum, point guard, 4,900. And then Aaron Holiday, point guard, shooting guard, 4,500. Those are my top picks for the Pacers. Now for Golden State, who would you play with Golden State? D'Angelo Russell, that's a must play. Point guard, shooting guard, 7,800. Then you want to go with Draymond Green, point guard, small forward, 5,400. Man. Then I would go with third play, Alec Burks, point guard, shooting guard, 5,900. And the honorable mention, I would have to go with Damian Lee, shooting guard, 5,200. Those are my top picks for Golden State Warriors. Now was the last, that's the last game. So hopefully you find my content quite interesting, help you win some money. Until next time, it's your boy C1 the Don, fantasy, basketball news, and more. Peace.